small clusters. It's a protective mechanism for them. There's an example of that just on the other side of the parking. Growing in these little groups, they can feed their root system. They'll share nutrients and water sources, and it makes them more stable so they don't have All right, when you get ready, we'll continue on this way. There's fence all over trees. But since they're not fenced, we'll take advantage of it today. If you come and feel out the bark, you can feel how soft and spongy it is. And if you knock on the tree, it actually sounds hollow. It's because it has tiny air pockets within the bark. And the air pockets, along with the tannic acid, make this bark completely fireproof. It will withstand temperatures up to about 1200 degrees Fahrenheit. Just on the other side of the tunnel, and again as you get out, you'll be able to look right down into the valley and see El Capitan and Half Dome. From here you'll also see Bridal Veil Fall. It's directly out in front of us across the canyon. A beautiful waterfall dropping 620 feet down into the valley. Top right hand, there you go. Excuse us, we're gonna you want to be in it, you don't. Thank you. Thank you. And there is a beautiful hike that takes you right up to the top of this waterfall. It starts directly out to our left, a series of switchbacks up the cliff. It's a 3.5-mile hike up with an elevation gate of about 3,000 feet. Now this is the waterfall that you're going to get a very close-up look at here in just a
see, got off the elevator right there on that yellow line, walked up the tunnel. That's where we now are, in one of these large diversion tunnels, these things are called, standing over the pipe that you were just looking at through the window there. Now that large pipe, it obviously runs right underneath this room we're standing in. It's full of water right now. It's carrying the water from Lake Mead, which is out in that direction. That water is being delivered through that pipe right now to the big generators to help make electricity. It's called a penstock pipe, by the way, and we're going to show you those generators next on your tour. Now, this canyon where the dam is located today is called Black Canyon, but this was not the first choice of where they wanted to build this thing. They actually wanted to build Hoover Dam 20 miles from here upriver at a location called Boulder Canyon, but for a lot of reasons Boulder Canyon wouldn't do, so they moved the project here. One of the reasons for that move was the height of the canyon walls here. As it turns out, they could build a much taller dam here than they could upriver, and that was very important, because that would allow them a much bigger reservoir eventually behind the dam. And today, of course, we call that large reservoir the power plant here. And there is one with 8 generators. But right across the river out there on the Arizona side of the dam, there are 9 generators over there. For a grand total of 17 here in the dam. Now, obviously,
Life jackets for everyone on board. They're a fashion statement, that's for sure. They're a very good floating device. Things should happen that you will, that I think you'd need a life vest. We have one for everybody on board. It's a horse collar. You throw it on your head, wrap it around your body, put it in that thing. Haven't had anybody moving yet. Plan on it. We do have a man overboard, drill, right or woman. There's actually some at that, you know, just before you get that walk off. Some right there. It's not good.
No, it's not. Oh, yeah. I got 3 kids. Get out of here. Come here, give my beer. Yeah. You got really bad taste. It's never new. Never had. Sitting right there. Right. Yeah. Well, anytime you got alcohol, always.
Can't really even almost see the bottom.
Yeah, it's going.
This is something that you need to not go off on your own.
Are we gonna keep walking?
Yeah.
David.
So that's technically out of the park.
I was wondering because they're not going to. He's not going to be tethered. He was tethered when he
Well,
did
this
the
o-
Niagara Falls.
Oh, but this other fella that did over here was not tethered as
Tethered?
well, no. He carried the balance stick, but that was it. This is a good place to see the various layers of the canyon here. And what we're standing on is Kaibab limestone. And this was laid down when everything was underwater.
Wait, is this my leg? This is a picture of my leg. This is a copy of your page. Where I don't even look at the camera.
Huh? I'll sit with that.
Better now. Not only I have smile.
Oh, look at that.